friends, Andy Vegan. I make a salad today really rich with three parts, and each of the parts has again several ingredients. So it's a really complex thing. It's right for a cold weather where many proteins, fiber, minerals, vitamins, everything is there. Hot, sweet, and a turmeric dressing, a turmeric mayonnaise, turmeric sesame mayonnaise. I do that the first time today, and I know it's not easy because the turmeric has some edges, but it's super healthy. Before I get a long talk, I made the dressing to begin because it's a sesame seed dressing. I show you my sesame seed here. And the sesame seed have to blend it twice. Either you soak them, or you take tahini, or you blend them twice. So I will begin to blend the sesame seeds together with the other ingredients. There is a avocado, half an avocado. I said it's a mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is a very nice ingredient to complete the fatty part of the mayonnaise. Classical mayonnaise is with oil. We don't need that. Oil and eggs, we don't need that. We take sesame seed and avocado. And half a lemon, that's important, only half a lemon. Because otherwise the mayonnaise will be too sour, and that's not nice. Mayonnaise should be nice and balanced. The fat flavor, the fatty flavor, that should be predominant. And with too much of the sour flavor, it's overwhelming the nice, gentle, fatty flavor. So only half a lemon. So we have half an avocado, we have, well, let's say 3-4 tablespoons of sesame seeds, and now the seasoning. And now the turmeric comes in. That is here the main ingredient. I want to make a turmeric dressing, that was clear. And why not making a turmeric mayonnaise? Because turmeric needs fat, yeah, to go into the bloodstream, otherwise it's washed out of the system without a work. The curcumin, this wonderful bright orange color, is one of the most potent antioxidants in the plant kingdom. Really, they have made thousands of studies with it, but it has to be combined with either fat or black pepper. Can take both, no problem. So I have black pepper here because it fits into mayonnaise. Yeah, it's a large amount of, huge amount of turmeric. You see, I have a tuber here. It's a fresh turmeric. You can take the powder too. Doesn't matter. Of course, this is a little bit better, a little bit more delicious, a little more fresh. But turmeric powder is as well. So I put the turmeric in. It's a huge amount, 3 inches I would say, and a fair amount of black pepper, peppercorns, to make the turmeric work. Curcumin. And here, 2 more ingredients. That is the salt. And there's one thing I have to tell you about the salt in this case. In this recipe, we need a little bit more salt, because the salt makes the mayonnaise really fitting for a dressing. Because if you put it on a salad, like mine, like here the peas and the corn and the bell pepper, and so then you need a lot of dressing because the corn alone needs a lot of flavor. Otherwise, it goes down and the dressing doesn't really taste like anything. It has to be a little bit stronger. So I have 2 teaspoons of salt here. I usually use Himalayan salt, a lot of minerals in there, so that's a great salt. And a little more expensive, but I don't take that much salt. And the last ingredient for the dressing is a chili pepper. I tried it first without, didn't really work. I thought, and I begin with half a chili pepper here. You see, just the first half. The seeds are mostly in here, they're very hot, and here only some of the seeds in the top, you see. And so I begin with this. I'm not sure if it will be too hot, but believe me, with the avocado in the salad, the tomatoes, the corn, and the other things, it can be hot, no problem. But I begin with half a chili pepper, red chili pepper, and it's a medium hot. They are very hot and very gentle, very gentle chili peppers. This is a medium one, so you have to know which kind of chili pepper you have. So I put some water in there to begin the blending. I can always, 1 cup or not even a cup, I can always put some water later. I have to blend it twice anyway because of the sesame seeds. And now I begin with a small amount of water. enough for a flavor and texture check. I don't know if I use some more chili or not. Oh, no more chili. That's perfect. So half a chili it is. And some more water. Oh, that's so nice. The turmeric and the pepper, they blend in such a nice flavor. Very, very good. It's a little bit over-seasoned. As I said, it is necessary for a salad dressing to be a little bit over-seasoned because you have to taste it really together with the ingredients of the salad. Otherwise, you don't really know if it's tasty or not in the end. So I had a little bit more water in there now. Set it aside. Now the sesame seeds, the half ground or blended sesame seeds can soak. They soak so fast when they are blended. Yeah, you don't need to wait for hours. You just blend them, then soak them, and blend them again a couple of minutes later. My trick. Salad bowl, nice one. And now the main ingredients for the salad. So I have the firm ingredients. The firmer ones, that is a sweet pea, or young peas, and the corn. I love them fresh, but here they are frozen, and I have a little bit of thawing them before I use them. And if you have the fresh ones, go ahead. They're definitely better. But I have the frozen one always in the fridge, and once I want to make a quick salad and with peas and or corn or a pea soup, I just take them out and no problem. They're super healthy and delicious when they're frozen. And they're very inexpensive, yeah, more expensive than the fresh ones. And I have a half of a red bell pepper here. I cut into small pieces that it fits with the pea and the corn. That goes in there too. Third ingredient, that means the first part, the main part, the firm ingredients. Then the soft ingredients will be a tomato. We have these nice tomatoes here. You see these small ones, the cherry tomatoes, they have more flavor. Yeah, they can even get them in wintertime. Yeah, because it's not so easy to get good tomatoes nowadays. Oftentimes they don't taste like tomatoes. But these small ones, they are pretty good. And I have avocados here. One avocado. Yeah, ripe, of course, you see, and the pieces should be bigger. When the avocados are a little ripe and they're soft, so I take the pieces a little bigger, otherwise they mash together and go down in the other ingredients. So a little bit bigger pieces, still bite-size, but a little bigger to make them keep their shape. And the third ingredient of the second part is just a red onion, a small red onion also chopped up here, and that goes as the final ingredient. So now I go back to my dressing, I check it again for texture, and blend one more time. I have to blend it anyway. I have it checked already. So blending one more time. What to me was my experience when trying to make this dressing. I had some attempts. The result was have to be only half a lemon for this measurement. Not too much lemon would not be good would spoil the balance of the mayonnaise, and only half a chili. And you can experiment with other ingredients, other spices. I took the chili beside the pepper and the salt at the standard, and use a turmeric mayonnaise, so the turmeric is in there, of course. Question is, what else can I use? I need something more. I need something. That was the chili in this case. You can try other spices, but the chili works for sure, and only half a lemon. That's why I want to make sure that you understand. Just to give you a hint, what you try, always try new recipes, so these kind of helping hints can come in very handy. See, this is a beautiful salad I have, and now you see my turmeric mayonnaise. You see that really nice creaminess that comes only when you blend the sesame a second time. Otherwise, with the tahini, you don't need to do that because already ground. So that's my salad for today. I'll have a nice dinner tonight. Maybe you can combine it with something else, I don't know. Or as is, it has a huge impact with calories and carbohydrates and fat and protein and vitamins and minerals, micronutrients, everything is in there, and a nice flavor. What do I want? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like, thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.